The latest update on the future of Tom Holland as Spider-Man and Spider-Man 4 is that Holland himself is going to take a step away for an extended leave / time off, if you will, before he comes back. So when you can expect Spider-Man 4 is really up in the air, I would say. So this info came at us recently from a interview that he did with Cinepop, and Tom Holland was talking about Uncharted, which of course has been a pretty decent sized hit for Sony, all things considered. It definitely ended up performing just as well as they expected it would, so naturally it looks like they're probably going to move on forward with that franchise in terms of more video games are expected and of course more films. Now, where exactly does that leave Tom Holland? Because he's obviously the star of that, but obviously he's the star of Spider-Man. So he revealed that, yeah, he wants to go back to Spider-Man. He's confident that he will be back. Of course, there's been talks, which we've talked about and everything like that. But he says that he wants to take a break for a little bit. Specifically because he's going to be shooting a TV series for Apple, which he's excited to do. Now again, TV series take a longer time than films. So naturally, if he's going to be shooting a TV series this year at some point, who knows how long that's going to go, and then reshoots and everything, this year is probably not going to be a year where he starts shooting Spider-Man. Meaning if they start next year on a Spider-Man 4, you're looking at a release date in 2024. But realistically, they're probably going to take a little bit more time just because of the nature of, hey, let's give Spider-Man a little bit of downtime. There's probably going to be an Uncharted 2 that's, I would say, greenlit faster than most people would expect in terms of getting in front of a camera and getting it out. I would assume you want a 2 to 3 year turnaround, like, at the fastest, if not even faster, because again, there's rumored to be another Uncharted game in the works, so maybe line these things up, and who really knows what other plans they got. But realistically, it makes sense that he wants to take a little bit of time off before he's back as Spider-Man, because why not? Especially if you look at Sony's output of Spider-Man films as well, considering that they have multiple in development or Spider-Man related films. So let's get those out of the way before we get back to the bulk of our year is focused on making sure Spider-Man 4 is out. And with a new agreement between Marvel Studios, Disney, and Sony, where Sony doesn't have to rush Spider-Man out the door every 3.5 to 4 years like they did before, they don't have to meet certain deadlines anymore. So now it gives them a little bit more time to take a break and really kind of, take their time on figuring out what to do next. So this just all makes sense. It's all here, and yeah, he's going to take a bit of time off, do some other projects, maybe get working on Uncharted again, and then once Uncharted is done, jump straight into Spider-Man 4, which would be kind of a repeat of Uncharted to Spider-Man No Way Home.